Hello and welcome on the waves of Radio White Horse. I'm your host, Tanya St. Lawson, and these are stories from the land under the wave.
Well, hello everyone. Today I am taking you along for a walk to the Uffington White Horse. In the lush green land of Oxfordshire in the south of England, these are the horselands of the goddess Epona, later known also as Rhiannon, and the former home territory of the Celtic tribes of Dobuni. So, imagine this: endless azure sky above our heads, and beautiful lands full of spring and life stretching beneath the Uffington White Horse Hill to the faraway horizons all around us. This is the first day of May 2024, and we are sitting on the green grass meadow just above the ancient White Horse, cut deep in the chalk of the green hill by an unknown ancient Bronze Age tribe that is now long gone and forgotten. Behind us is an early Iron Age hill fort with burrow burials around. They are reaching as far in time as a couple of millennia, all the way to Neolithic age. From here, we can see 360 degrees around hundreds of miles into 6 counties and 3 shires, the Oxfordshire, Wiltshire and Berkshire. Beyond the earthworks of the hill fort runs the ancient trackway known as the Ridgeway. The ridgeway snakes its way along like a wild serpent on the crest of the hills, just above the lowlands of the valley for 87 miles across the whole countryside. 87 miles is about 140 kilometers. The ridgeway remembers the steps of many people who have walked it for more than 5,000 years. That's 5 millennia of footsteps. People whose names and faces we will never know, yet they have been walking the ridgeway that we are walking now. So in fact, we walk in the dust of the footsteps of our ancestors. On top of the hills, through meadows, pastures and fields, the chalk serpent of the path undulates like a delicate lace. The world up here has its own currents and cycles, its own stories and legends. Different from the mild hobbity-like land in the valley, gentle and tame life of the villages and fields and farmyards in the valley under the wave. The land under the wave, as called by Terry Pratchett in his books. And the land under the wave it is, because here, long time ago, was the tropical sea. Here on the uplands, even the weather is different. It has its own wildness. It's changeable and often tempestuous, almost always windy. Here, up on the hills, especially on the White Horse Hill, where the fast high winds drive clouds above the land, creating the most amazing spectacle of the dance of shadow and light. Here on the hills, we can see the closeness of the immense depth and width of the sky, as we are so much closer to the world of the sun and moon and the stars and their constellations. Today there is almost no one here but us and an elderly gentleman with his dog walking slowly down the path. And lots of fluffy white sheep that reflect the fluffy white clouds slowly moving against the blue sky above our heads. There is a bird of prey gliding in the air currents above the Dragon Hill just below us. There is skylark singing somewhere above our heads. And the rest of the space is in deep silence of the earth, underlined by the murmuring and whispering of the unceasing wind amongst the blades of grass. Sitting here in this place where the sky meets the land, where the currents of the ancestors meet with the currents of their descendants, where the past and the present intersect, in this place and in this moment here and now, it is possible to feel that in essence all is well with the world, with the endless blue sky above our heads and the living gentle lands below, full of life and promised tomorrows. May we always be aware of the unceasing currents of life and the infinite spring within us and within everything. Happy spring, happy Beltane and Hanami.